Last time on Corpse Party Blood Drive. You make any progress? It's been like 5 minutes, dude! No! Leave me alone! Go away! Oh! Wait! He's here! Oh my god, he's so fast! Okay, he going that way? We not need go that way. We need go other way. I pre-chewed this for you! Now say Kuon's fucking weird. She's hot, but she's weird. Whoa! What happened to the moon? Arm was a split second away from getting bitten off. It's the crystal from the pillar. Justice obtained. Greetings, my beautiful viewers! I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to Corpse Party Blood Drive. So, last time, we found out a lot of things. Yoshiki's here. We ran from the anatomical model. Miss Kuon is really, crushing on Satoshi in a kind of unhealthy way. Didn't there used to be a door here? I feel like there used to be a door here. Anyway. Okay. Wait, what did that say? There's sounds of angry spirits emanating from inside the room. Best not to go in there. Good plan. Good plan. Same here. Okay. But we also found one of the 6 demon pillars, and now we gotta find the rest. User room door is locked. Okay. But mainly we're looking for like a crowbar or something to pry the wood off of the wall, off of the door that leads to the pump room. Sinister aura permeates the area. The closer you get to it, the sicker you feel. Entering would not be advised. Okay, good plan. Hey, another savey point. The charm is reacting to something. Is it? What is it reacting to? Justice! No, not gonna work. Let's try. No, the alcohol lamp did not work. Oh! Okay, nope, that doesn't work. Well, this works. Okay, goody. Oh no! Haha! Wait! Oh no! Ow! She's very darkened, so I fixed the darkening, and now I run. Oh no! Oh, there's 2 of them! I cannot move! I am gonna die! They can't possibly know that I'm in here! I think I might be dead. I'm dead! Yeah. That wasn't good. Okay, so the charm is reacting to something on this floor, but I don't know what. Oh, fuck me. Axe? I shall take the axe! Oh, shit! Well, at least I have an axe now. Bandages! Oh, no! Okay. I should be able to get there and hide this time. Okay. Yes. Goody. Okay. So they're obviously still around here, probably looking for me. Ah, shiitake. They don't know where I am, though. But I don't know where they are, neither. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I want to see if there's anything else up there that I can get. Ow. Ow. Yoshiki. Move the things. Move the things, Yoshiki. Ah, fuck me. Ow. Oh, no. Oh, very bad. We're gonna save. I need to go clear up my darkening. That is the thing I need to do right now. Can I use the axe on these tentacles? Yeah! That surprisingly worked. The visible ends of the tentacles were sliced off completely. What's left of them immediately withdraws into the room, freeing the door to open. This doesn't seem like a good room. What the hell is going on in here? Some kind of black magic, maybe? It gives me the creeps, whatever it is. There was an enormous jet black tree sprouting from the middle of the classroom. Damn. There sure wasn't something like this in here last time around. This isn't the same heavenly host it was last time around. We can't rely on what we know from before. But this isn't like any pillar I've ever seen. It's a tree. Huh! Oh. I think the door locked. Damn it, don't scare me like that. At the base of the tree, among the split roots, there was a wooden plate displaying words written in what looked more like red paint than blood. Someone has come. Someone is here. They're here. Here. So what do we do with them? Will we take our next trophy? I hope so. Oh, how shall we kill them this time? Living humans. I hate them so. Lifeblood is detestable. Oh, how I hate them. I must snuff them out. Murmuring of vengeful spirits could be heard all around us. Mixed in with them was a dull tone that resonated through my body like a ringing in my ears. I mean, yeah, I hear it. What the? This does not feel right. Kishinuma must have heard it too. Based on his reaction, all the color had drained from his face. Like a record player needle skipping, the faint, unpleasant tone continued to repeat over and over, echoing within us. I felt like if I stayed any longer than I had to, my head would explode. I was hyperventilating. Hey, where are we? This is a classroom, right? All we can be sure of is this isn't the world we know. Both of us are trembling, and even Kishinuma's breathing had become erratic. The trepidation that rocked us down to our cores was something that couldn't ever truly be described. If you haven't felt it, and I pray you haven't, you'd never understand. Part of it, most of it, probably, was due to the fact that we were literally standing in a place that operated on its own logic. Nothing we'd ever learned or experienced applied. I focused my attention back on the wooden plate by the roots. There was a charm hanging from it, fashioned out of a wooden plank bound with a thin rope. The rope was looped over its surface into a perfectly patterned mesh, giving it a texture that looked much like a bird's feather or a bee's nest at first glance. What is that? An Indian charm. Or that's what it looks like anyway. But I'm not getting a very positive feeling from it. My breaths were coming in short, choppy bursts at this point, but I had to keep working toward my goal. I clenched the charm in my hand, biting my lip and preparing for the worst. That seems bad! Whoa! Ah! Huh? Is this the pillar's crystal? How did it work? It's beautiful. I feel like the warm water is streaming out of it and coursing through my body. Seriously? Honor obtained! We have justice and honor so far, huh? Okay. Oh, there's something else here. Gym key! Okay, I know where the gym is. Okay, do I still have the axe? I hope I still have the axe. No, I don't have the axe anymore. Damn it. I needed that. Or at least I thought I did. Nope, I got a crowbar. We're good. I know where we're going now. Okay, everything's good. Everything's all hunky-dory. Okay. Not really anywhere else we can go here. We're gonna have to go back. Can't go there, up top, because it's apparently bad. Well, I mean, we know it's bad, but, you know. I'm at the other side of the building now, but I don't see much of anything. Try going up to the principal's office, because I believe it was up here. Oh, right, I forgot. It's blocked off by the gore. It has been gored by Vor. Wait. I said that completely backwards. It has been vored by gore. I mean what I... Look, they sound similar, okay? Okay. What is in here? It is a bathroom. Yeah, again, that's like floating, not hanging. Hanged self in the bathroom after going mad running from a vengeful spirit. Okay. No. 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 And no. Okay, what do we got here? Batteries! Hooray! I'll probably need those in a second. Because it looks like my, the battery on my cell phone is gonna need more batteries in just a second. You know what's a game I've never actually played, but I know I really need to? Outlast. I've never played Outlast, and I feel like I really should. Ow. Now, whether or not I do that on stream, or I do that, in, like a YouTube playthrough, I don't know. Like, I've seen other people play it, and, you know, it's a, you know, it's a fairly well-known, and I wouldn't call it old, necessarily, but it's definitely not a recent game. Uh-oh. No more flashlight. Flashlight! Flashlight's back. Okay. Don't really need it for the moment, though. Because, the gym is up here. So we'll go to the gym next. The charm is reacting to something. Well, yeah, it's the Gaim. To the Gaim! It's open. You ready? I mean, no, not really. Oh, the gym looks different. I actually don't remember coming to the gym in the original game. What is that, though? That almost looks like a giant snake in the middle of the floor. I feel like I've seen this place before. Really? Last time we came here, I don't remember there being a gym. Yeah, I guess you're right. So, what the hell is this? Okay, it's either a snake or poop. Giant white poop. Looks like... Stop right there. Huh? You were gonna say something disgusting, weren't you? What do you mean? Doesn't it look like soft-serve ice cream to you? It's my sister's favorite food. Ah! Oh. So your sister's into ice cream, then? Way too much. She even eats it in the winter. Me? I get cold just watching her. Oh, adorable. I'm gonna have to climb the soft serve. Kishinuma, look up there. There has to be where the crystal is. I'll see if I can climb it. Climb it? Come on, you gotta be kidding me. What? You don't think I can? I may not look it, but I was an expert tree climber when I was a kid, you know. And the pillar's really solid, see? So this'll be a piece of cake. Still, though... Fine. I can give you a boost on my shoulders if you want. Make it easier to get started. Me? On your shoulders? Wasn't sure I liked the idea. My expression made those misgivings blatantly clear to Kishinuma. What's with the face? You'll just be stepping up on my shoulders so you can reach the ledge. Nothing to it, right? Alright. I think she was worried for a second that he was gonna, like, look up her skirt or something. You good? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Ugh. I'm coming for you, Crystal! God, I wish I could run more than, like, 5 seconds. It's like the Evil Within, where you can only run, like, for, like, a second before, like, you run out of breath. Got it! I got the crystal! Yes. Alright, come on down. Okay. Kishinuma looked up at me, but quickly diverted his eyes when he realized he could easily see up my skirt. What a gentleman. Still, nothing from Aiko or Mizuto, huh? Ah! I let out a loud shriek, grabbing Kishinuma's attention. Not that it mattered, given our relative positions. What happened? Hands! Human hands! There are human hands! Inside the pillar. There's a lot of people trapped inside the pillar! All of a sudden, I was surrounded by body parts, with hands and strands of hair comprising the bulk of it. Oh my god! What the fuck is happening? Why? Then, from out of the blue, sickeningly cheerful carnival music began blaring from the gym speakers. Volume up so high as to unpleasantly distort the sound. It was almost like an old record playing from a phonograph. Coupled with the corpses now littering my path, the music was even more unsettling than it would have been to begin with. What? I'm sinking! I was quickly losing my footing as the formerly solid pillar began to break down into a porous, almost sand-like substance. Shinozaki, get down! Hurry! It is trying to bore me! Let me down! Kishinuma grabbed onto my arm and pulled me free from the object. But within its depths, there was a little girl with black eyes. She was staring right at us. Ah! Sight was unnerving, but he didn't flinch for long. He continued pulling, desperately trying to free me from becoming part of this pillar's makeup. Ugh! The hell was that? You okay? Yeah, let's just get out of here, now! Oh, God, what the hell? This music is driving me crazy! What? It's driving me crazy! Same here! Let's head back to the school! Okay! Why would you not just keep running? It was funny, though. I give it that. So what about the crystal? Were you able to get it? Yeah, here. This is it. The pillar's crystal. Victory! Okay, that makes sense. Kisaragi Academy, Class 2-9. Just prior to morning homeroom. Have we been in there that long? Oh my god! I entered the classroom, a school bag in hand, and beeline directly for Naomi. From the look on her face, she'd been waiting for me. Morning, Satoshi. Good morning, Naomi. How's it going? How'd it go? At Shinozaki's, I mean. Not good. Naomi shook her head. I did go, but her parents said she hasn't been home since the day before yesterday. So what now? Something is definitely not right. Her voice quivered. No doubt memories of our time in Heavenly Host were resurfacing for her, just as they had been for me. And my news was no better, unfortunately. Same story with Yoshiki. According to his neighbor, there hadn't been a single sound coming from his apartment since yesterday, which means he probably never went home last night. God, I don't want to hear that. I'm sick and tired of this. I don't want to lose any more friends. Naomi had her face completely buried in her hands at this point. Damn it, I think you should know that Yoshiki was really worried about Shinozaki. He said she was in danger and it had to do with Heavenly Host. But that place shouldn't exist anymore. Yoshiki and Shinozaki, what the hell could you guys have possibly gotten yourselves into? In my worry, I did what I often do when trying to clear my mind. I looked out the window, staring at the cloudy sky. And suddenly, there it was again. What is that? There was a solid black spherical object hovering in the sky. You see it too, right, Naomi? Yeah. What is it? Mochida, Nakashima, please refrain from looking outside during school hours. Morning homeroom is about to begin. Sir, do you not see that? Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Yamazaki, entered the classroom with his usual air of authority. Miss Niwa is out sick today, so third period English will be study hall. Come on, you two, get back to your seats. What are you looking at out there anyway? Mr. Yamazaki, can't you see it too? That black thing. Hmm? What is that? If even the teacher was startled by it, it must be juicy. So all the other students seemed to think as they began murmuring noisily and should be got up to see for themselves. Whoa! What? What is that? God! That's creepy. It's a natural disaster! You think the big one's coming? Now, everybody, calm down. Panicking will do us no good. Mr. Yamazaki, I say we end class early. Don't be absurd. If there's an emergency, we'll get a call about it. And if that happens, school's dismissed, then you may go. Right now, the best thing to do is return to your seats. And girls, please don't stand on your desks. The boys can see everything. Ah! Woohoo! Yeah! We're all perverts in high school. I guess. You pervs. Come on, seriously. Naomi and I looked one another in the eye. We were both thinking the same thing.
Satoshi, I don't like this.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about it myself. This chill in the air. It's exactly the same as Heavenly Host. In your seats! That means you! After class ended, we took a trip to Polonia Academy High School. We needed something to go on, to some kind of clue. Anything at all, really. So we just started asking around. And eventually, we encountered a girl who was crying profusely about some friend of hers who'd gone missing.
They all just disappeared, and...
Mio,
right? Were you friends with Naho Seinoki and Aiko Niwa? Yeah, Sayaka and I were both really close with them. They'd always tease us.
I'm sorry. The entire time Mio spoke with us, she was trying to rub the tears from her eyes. Each time she attempted it, it made her ponytails twitch.
What's going on anyway? Where did they all go? And what's that black thing?
We pledged after our escape not to burden others unnecessarily with information about Heavenly Host, feeling that most people were simply better off not knowing.
If you're looking for info about Naho and the others, then something really scary must be going on, right?
Well,
I don't need any details. I know I won't be able to help even if you told me, but please... Please, save them from whatever it is.
You're asking two random strangers you've just met to save people that they have never met. I want you to realize, even in this crazy supernatural situation, probably not the best idea. She was actually grabbing my shirt now, and the tears were pouring from her eyes all over again.
Wherever they are, they're probably in a lot of pain.
Probably. We last saw Best Girl Aiko on fire. Aiko Niwa, the girl we met at Makina Shinozaki's apartment. She seemed calm and confident, even a little full of herself. Somewhere deep down, I felt there was a chink in her armor, and I think Naomi had felt it too. To be honest, even we're not sure exactly what's going on, but if we figure anything out, we'll make a point to come back and let you know. Mio rubbed her eyes again, her ponytail perking up once more, looked up at us with big wet saucers. Out of options, we elected to retry the Sachiko in the Ever After ritual. That was our method of ingress into Heavenly Host last time, after all. With the proxy doll in hand and my bag of supplies at the ready, you stole that from Yoshiki, didn't you? The two of us yanked our arms back as hard as we could, splitting the paper in two so that we each held a piece. It's no use. Really isn't working anymore.
Yeah.
Looks like the curse of Heavenly Host has been cleared after all.
Seems like it. No Sachiko anymore. That whole school should have been totally destroyed.
Bought a mountain of water and calorie biscuits to bring with us. I patted my bag as if demonstrating to Naomi how much was in it. Should have been fairly obvious, though, as the bag itself was practically bursting at the seams. Helicopters flew overhead, no doubt in response to the mysterious black orb that had appeared in the sky. We watched the flurry of activity above us as we glumly left Polonia High Academy, no closer to any answers than when we left before. Glancing over at Naomi, I saw a sour expression on her face and tried to imagine why she didn't want to go back home, and it wasn't hard to think of numerous reasons. Hey, Naomi? Are you going to stay with Miss Niwa again tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to stop by my house again first? My mom, and Yuka too, of course, seem to have really taken a liking to you.
Are you sure you don't mind?
Her expression instantly, measurably brightened. I don't mind at all. In fact, I'd appreciate it. Yuka could stand some cheering up herself.
Thank you.
We shifted directions slightly and began the relatively short foot trek to my house. It was an ordinary and rather pleasant walk, for a while.
until Naomi caught sight of her mother turning the corner up ahead. At the time, I didn't realize who it was. She was clasping the arm of a young man sporting a shaved head and a construction outfit, with some sort of insignia emblazoned on the back of his uniform. Mom! She was clearly very close to this man, cuddling up to him as they walked, pulling his arm into her bosom and even sneaking a few kisses before the pair disappeared down an alleyway. Wait, so her mom is having an affair, too? Dear God! What's wrong, Naomi? It's nothing. Nothing at all. Was she a single mother before? I don't remember. Huh. Her voice has gone up a full octave as she said this. Clearly something was bothering her, but I had no way to know what it was in the moment. I could only take her at her word. And her word was, by all appearances, that everything was fine. She'd more or less closed herself off outwardly, pretending not to have seen a thing. As we drew closer to my house, we slowly began to see a strange light illuminating the area around it. And that area was different than what it had looked like this morning, to say the least. What has Kuon done? That looks like a whole new fence was put in. There was now a bamboo wall surrounding my home, and most notably, we now had a hot spring! What? Okay. This teacher is crazy. She's crazy, and she's hot. She's crazy hot, but most importantly, she cray-cray! What words are there for situations like this? Flummoxed, maybe? This wasn't here this morning. What the hell is Mochita Springs? Calm down, Satoshi. Let's just go inside and see. Immediately upon opening my front door, however, we were greeted by a sign reading, "This way to the natural springs." Why are there natural springs should not be underneath someone's home? The Ministry of Defense plans to issue a statement at 1800 hours regarding the massive black orb that appeared in the skies above Tokyo. It reminds me of my ex-wife, a giant hole of which destroys everything in my existence. But enough about me. We entered the dressing room only to find Yuka naked. Welcome home, big brother and Naomi. The water's great. Yuka? Yuka was holding a toy goldfish, a towel, and a small beach ball in her hands. What are you doing? That's not the question I should have asked, but I was in too much shock for my words to come out the way I meant them to. And Yuka didn't seem to mind. She just smiled back at me, as joyful as I'd ever seen her. Come on! It's amazing! Grabbing one of each of our hands, she slid open the glass door in the back and led us into the Mochita Springs proper that we just began hearing so much about. Satsuki? Who is Satsuki? Oh, right, she's Yuka's friend. I remember now. Hey, bro. Gotta say, this is one sweet soak. Who? There was another girl already soaking in the springs, a young girl around Yuka's age, sporting a stylish hairdo. Huh? Don't tell me you've never met her before. She's a friend from class. Her name's Satsuki Mizuhara. Nice to meet you, bro. Now, you be sure to keep your eyes up high, okay? Not that I expect you to be too turned on by these raisins of mine. Oh, what child talks like this? Boingy, boingy, boingy. Oh my god. What the hell? Hey, stop jiggling them! It was official. Nothing made sense anymore. Now, I'm with you, bro. Why do we have a hot spring in our house? Why is it here? Who is this new friend we have never met before?
Like, who is she? What in the hell is going on around here?
Hang in there, Satoshi.
Naomi had grabbed hold of my shoulders as if to keep me upright in case I suddenly decided to faint, which, all things considered, was probably a sensible precaution. And of course!
Isn't it wonderful?
Miss Kuon?
It's good for your health. Plus, sulfur springs help ward off evil spirits, so it's a win-win. I asked them to have everything built by noon, and as you can see, they delivered. My company's construction division is quite resourceful, wouldn't you say?
How much money did you throw at them to make this happen? This, like, seriously, like, I know that Japan is much better at construction and infrastructure than the US is because the US is stupid. But, anyone, you guys can criticize me for that if you want to, but I mean, like, what takes the US several years to do, the Japanese do in a weekend. I'm not even kidding you. They built an entire interstate in the span of 48 hours. Whereas in America, that takes a year. At minimum. I'm not kidding you. How could you do something like this without asking permission first? I pointed my finger at her in an accusatory manner, as was the style at the time.
Well now, welcome home, Satoshi. And the same to you, Naomi.
Huh?
Oh, thanks for having me. Hope I'm not intruding?
Suddenly, I found myself shuddering down to my core as my mom appeared before us wearing nothing but a bath towel. Yeah, seeing your mother naked does have that effect on you, it does. Mom! Her skin was bright pink and she seemed to be in very high spirits. By the look of things, she was in the spring herself until just moments before we arrived, when she'd evidently stepped out to the kitchen to get a very large number of beverages. If you're gonna go back into the house and get drinks, shouldn't you at least wipe yourself down first? You're sopping wet!
Yeah, sure. Anyway, everybody grab a drink.
Okay, I swear to God, Miss Kuon had to have just gone to Satoshi's mother and been like, I want to marry your son. How much money do you need for this to happen? And like as a joke, the mom would be like, well, you know, if you built us a hot spring inside our home, done. What? Like, I feel like that's probably what happened. And Satoshi's mom is just like, by the way, you have to marry her now. What? Yeah, sorry, I know you have a thing for Naomi, but she kind of built this for us. I kind of gave you to her? Like seriously, this feels like what's happening!
Yay!
Yay! You're the best, Yuka Mom! Yuka and Satsuki were also in very high spirits, as they should be. Apparently they don't have a sprite for Satsuki and a bath towel. I know they have a sprite for her later, because I know she's in the story later and she has a sprite, so...
Oh.
As was Miss Kuon.
Hey, what do you say we take a group photo? A commemoration of the establishment of Mochida Springs. Here, everybody line up. Yeah, just like that. Now say cheese. Cheese! Jesus! Cheese!
I am concerned! Naomi and I were forced into the frame as well. We were now a party to this madness. Our eyes were basically pinpricks at this point. None of this seemed even remotely real. Neither Naomi or I had any idea how to react to it. I took the drink my mom handed me, and without even checking what it was, I chugged down a few gulps. I was thirstier than I thought, apparently. Probably should check what it is. It may be alcohol. What flavor is this? There was a white, thick liquid inside the milk I was given. Oh no. It had a faint tint to it when viewed under the right light, but like the flavor, I couldn't quite identify it. This color. Is this fruit-flavored milk? I turned Oh, oh, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! I am getting so many bad flashbacks to... There's an anime where a girl makes cookies using, quote-unquote, her love nectar that comes out of... you know where. And, I am scared. I don't... What is happening? Why is this happening in between me actually doing the story? Why is this happening? I turned the bottle to read the label. Apparently it was Niwa-flavored. That's just creepy. What did I just drink? No, dude, answer this question. Answer this question, goddammit. What the fuck did I just drink? It's Niwa-flavored? That makes me very concerned.
Miss Kuon, I can't thank you enough for building this lovely hot spring on our property. You're welcome here anytime you'd like. Here, it's a spare key to the house.
Oh god, no!
Oh, my. Mrs. Mochida, I don't know what to say.
How about no? You have, like, you're obviously using all of your money to, like,
she's using all of her money to, like, try to get into the pants of a 16-year-old boy.
Am I the only one concerned about this? Seriously, am I the only one concerned? I feel like more people should be concerned. Mom?
Are you certain it's all right for me to have this? Of course. There wouldn't be a Mochida Springs if it weren't for you, after all. As far as I'm concerned, you've got a 1-year free pass.
Are we making our house into a hot spring? I don't want our house to be a business. I want my house to be a house. Mom! That night,
I found myself tossing and turning in my futon. I just couldn't get to sleep for the life of me. So I tossed the covers aside and got up. Might as well go for a dip. This has been the craziest day I could recall. In this world, anyway. Yeah, like, what? Like, it's funny because, like, I was... for a while, I was kind of like, you know, in some ways, maybe Satoshi hit the jackpot. Because, you know, I mean, like... The only thing about this is the fact that he's a student and she's his teacher. And, of course, he's underage. But he would only be underage for, what, 4 years? Not even that in Japan. I'm not sure exactly. So, yeah, like, I mean, like, it could, like, basically she's 8 years older than him. That's not a huge age gap, honestly, if they're both of age. So if she was, like, gonna wait for him, like, that's fine. It's different, like, let's say you're in your 30s or 40s, and you're crushing on a 16-year-old. She's 24. She's not that much older than him. It's not that huge of a difference. This is, I mean, it's still creepy. I'm not saying it's not creepy, but I'm saying, like, it's a little more understandable because she's a young adult, you know? Either way, the point is that, like, at first I was, like, it's literally that meme, you know? They had us in the first half. Because I was kind of like, oh, you know, she's doing all these favors for us. This is nice. It has gone, like... First, there was, like, last episode with the food chewing. That was just creepy. And now she has built an entire hot spring, which I am fairly certain is, like, a down payment for let me marry your son to, like, the family. It's just weird, guys. After all the commotion had died down and our many guests had departed, Dad had come home and, predictably, was in the springs right away with a carafe of his own sake. I had a hard time justifying Miss Kuon's arbitrary actions, not to mention my family's utter willingness to accept them, but in the end, I had to admit the hot springs was pretty nice. It's one of those things where it's like, once you get over the initial shock, you're like, what the fuck and everything, and then you're like, it is still a hot spring. Like, I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice, like, if, like, listen, if some rich cougar lady wanted to spend all that money on me and build, like,
outside of my condo, like, you know, like a hot spring and everything. I'm not saying, like, I'd be freaked out, yes. Would I take advantage of it? Probably. Like, probably. The rest of my family was all still sleeping, so the house was dead silent. I took off my clothes in the dressing room and slid open the glass door, and there, sitting on the edge of the spring, completely uncovered, was Miss Kuon. She is trying to seduce him now. My face instantly turned bright red. She was a fairly attractive woman, after all, so being alone with her like this was kind of exciting. Though looking at her now, entirely exposed as she was, revealed to me that this shapely woman wasn't quite as shapely as I'd assumed. Yeah, she's very lithe. Like if you look at like her muscles and things, it's unnatural. It's like it's like she's skin and bones. Like there's no muscle underneath, which is very unhealthy. Her body was abnormally, worryingly thin. She was the definition of gaunt, looking every bit the part of an infirmed elderly woman from the neck down. Yeah. I could have sworn I caught a slight glint from the corner of her eyes. She didn't seem to notice me, so I was half tempted to slide the door close and pretend none of this had ever happened. But no, I had to come clean. Miss Kuon?
Oh, Satoshi.
Despite the fact that I was a much younger man, and her student no less, she made absolutely no effort to hide her nakedness. I'm not surprised. You saw the length? Like, we've seen the lengths she has gone to try and get into your pants, bro. In fact, she actually seemed a little excited to be seen this way. Why are you in our bath at this hour?
Sorry. Did I wake you?
No, that's not what I... Never mind. Where's Naomi?
She's sleeping soundly at my home. I called her family again today, but her mother seemed to have calmed down quite a bit.
Well, that's good to hear. I was legitimately worried. But I was also having trouble concentrating on the conversation. Took every ounce of focus I had to avert my gaze from the things I knew I shouldn't be staring at. Like, Satoshi's reaction to this is not abnormal. 16-year-old boys have a very heightened sex drive. And she's not necessarily an older woman, she's a young woman. She's 8 years older than him. She's in her mid-20s. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, what 16-year-old wouldn't be turned on by a naked 20-something? You know, it just makes sense. Could you cover yourself, Miss Kuon?
Oh dear! My apologies.
She immediately got from her spot and dunked herself in the water up to her neck. Due to its mineral content, this was a very effective means of at least partially obscuring her body.
What about you? Aren't you cold just standing there like that? You should get it as well.
Huh? Ah! I panicked at the realization that I, too, was completely naked right now. She was probably staring at your package, bro. I covered myself with my hands and could feel the blood rush into my face, turning me what I was quite certain must have been an incredible shade of red. Recovering as best I could from that embarrassment, I stepped into the water, choosing my spot carefully so as to put some distance between myself and Miss Kuon. Were you crying just now, Miss Kuon?
Huh?
I just had this strange feeling that you were. If not, then I'm sorry to ask such a weird question.
Actually, I was pondering, thinking about how nice it would be if time just stopped.
Miss Kuon? Why are you doing all this?
Building a hot springs in a student's house, hiring private bodyguards to do your bidding? None of it makes sense. It's all just so weird. It's making it hard for me to sleep. Are you asking about those things specifically? Or do you want to know more about who I am? Both would be nice, I thought. If you're asking about those specific things, the answer is because I want to protect others. Protect others? From what? If you're asking who I am, didn't I already go over that with you kids at the start of the year? Well, I was previously a humble civil servant for a certain large corporation, but then worked my way up to CEO and realized I could make my dream of becoming a teacher a reality. So she's a CEO. I guess that explains how she's able to afford all this crazy stuff. Does your corporation produce that fruit milk I was drinking earlier too? It said it was Niwa-flavored, which I might add is kind of, Yes, that's one of our products. I made it for kids like Yuka, who couldn't decide whether they want yogurt, plain milk, fruit milk, or coffee milk. Now they don't have to decide. They can enjoy every flavor at once. Oh, so it's all those things in one. Okay, good. It's not what I was imagining it was. I'm more okay with this now. Oh, okay. Now, is that enough information to sate your curiosity? I can understand where Miss Kuon is coming from, I guess, but her approach is just way too haphazard. Her ideas are well-intentioned, but go far beyond all notion of good sense. Yeah, but, like, looking at her like this, she seems almost innocent, you know? Like someone who... It's obvious that she had to work her way up to being the CEO. She didn't, like... She obviously didn't start as... She didn't inherit the company and everything. She knows how to work. She is obviously a hard worker. But I think that she has a bit of... I don't know if I would call it naivete. I think I would... Yeah, I would guess innocent would be the way to put it, is that... I think that, you know, because she is aware of spiritual things and everything, I'm guessing she's very aware that, like, all these things exist, and probably, you know, some spiritual things have happened to her in the past. But my guess is that something must have happened that made her act like this, but I don't remember what it is, if there was something. I scratched my head. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about your curry. My curry? She seemed genuinely confused. I guess to her, the idea of feeding me pre-chewed curry was just another stroke of brilliance, maybe. Not as something that might keep a poor high school boy like myself up at night. Actually, how old is Miss Kuon anyway? I really wanted to know, but I couldn't bring myself to ask something so rude of a lady, even if I'm sure she wouldn't have minded. I thought that she said that she was 24. Let me double check how old she is. I feel like maybe I should. This could put a lot of other things into context. Yeah, she is 24. I thought that they mentioned that. Either way, I just looked it up just to be certain. Yeah, she's only 24. The more I thought about it, though, the more intrigued I was by this enigma. I began shiftily turning my gaze toward her in short intervals, examining her body for clues. Probably not a good idea. Her face had the texture and hue of a woman in her early 20s. But her body was another story. All of her skin was as smooth and beautifully toned as that of her face, but there was so little behind it. Ribs fully exposed in every detail. I mean, she definitely, yeah. It seems as though her chest, pardon my vulgarity, her breasts specifically haven't been affected by whatever this is that's made her body like this. But, yeah, in a way it kind of hides the fact that she's so lithe, you know? Even down toward her abdomen, I could make out round indentations where her internal organs were practically jutting out. Oh my god. There was no muscle, no fat, just skin and bones, literally. Her proportions just didn't match up with one another. She was like a construction built out of spare parts, almost as if the person soaking before me wasn't entirely human. Kuon suddenly let out a mischievous giggle. Crap, did she catch me staring? What is it? I was just reminiscing about my first day as an assistant teacher for your class. I'll never forget it for as long as I live. My memory was obviously a lot different from hers. Kuon Niwa wasn't even a part of it. The TA who showed up that day, in my mind, was and always would be Yui Shishido. I can still vividly remember her tripping on the step up to the teacher's desk and tearing her skirt. She had to hold the rear of it together with a safety pin for the entire day. Oh. Even though we were now living in a different reality, a world without Miss Yui, Shinohara, Suzumoto, or Morishige, we had no memories of the alternate events from this existence. I love you. Excuse me? Wow, she came right out and said it. I'm in love, Satoshi. My mind went completely blank. My eyes were swimming in my head, and I couldn't even see straight from the heat of the water. I had to have misunderstood her. With what? Miss Kuon smiled widely, and her cheeks turned a rosy hue. But only for a second, then she was back to looking wistful again. Pangs of undue guilt and dread began to well up inside of me. I knew what the next word out of her mouth was going to be. You. Kuon was like a mass of innocence as she spoke that single word. Yeah, she's very innocent. Her eyes locked onto mine and froze them solid. I couldn't look away. Come on, stop messing with me. When you're done with your soak, please go straight home, okay? Also, you're very close. I was dumbfounded. I immediately and very quickly got out of the bath and headed for the dressing room. This was all just too weird. I looked back at Miss Kuon, and unsurprisingly, she seemed almost deflated. She was looking down at the water in a state of utter dejection. I turned to face her, still feeling a strange mixture of guilt and awkwardness, but allowing the guilt to dominate for a moment. Miss Kuon? I'm not messing with you. After saying that, she closed her eyes and turned bright red, and I was pretty sure it wasn't from the heat. Despite her physique, she seemed like a schoolgirl in that moment. I began to waver in my convictions. Felt like I had to justify not returning her sentiment. But I don't know anything about you. She twitched a little at this. Had I gone too far? Was I supposed to know more about her in this reality than I actually did? After the longest few seconds in recent memory, her head drooped and a look of absolute sadness washed over her. I'd never seen her like this before. Crap. I didn't mean to hurt her. She had to have known that. But what she didn't know was that what I couldn't really explain, was that I'd only been a part of this reality for a very, very short time now, so I genuinely didn't know anything about her. I tried to think of a way to convey this to her, but my mind kept drawing blanks. It was almost too absurd, too fantastical, too implausible. Miss Kuon, No, it's all right. I'm sorry to have sprung that on you. She slowly turned her back to me. Part of me was relieved by her acceptance, I guess. Part of me was still absolutely riddled with guilt. There was a moment of silence, as Miss Kuon's white waterproof wristwatch broke into a sudden loud beep. Ah! All the sadness in her expression gave way to surprise as the numbers on the watch display, which I realized now hadn't changed the whole time, began counting down. I felt almost as if I'd been saved by the bell, so to speak, and forced a laugh, hoping that this interruption might help move the topic away from me. Miss Kuon, what kind of watch is that? Is it measuring something? She smiled. It's part of my research. The timer has stopped, but it's on the move again now.
A timer? Is this research for your company?
It is. There was something about this smile of hers that was strangely haunting. It would come to leave a lasting impression on me. Well, I think it's about time I head home. I took the day off today, but rest assured I'll be back at school tomorrow. See you then.
Miss Kuon?
Hmm?
I just wanted to say thanks to you. Naomi and Yuka seem a lot happier now.
I'm so glad.
I think the same can be said for me, Yoshiki, and Shinozaki, so thank you. Thank you for healing my friend's wounds in this strange new world. Is what I was trying to convey, and somewhere deep down, I think the sentiment got through.
I'm pleased to hear you say that, and I want to thank you as well, Satoshi.
With that, she slowly and meticulously waded her way to the edge of the spring.
Whoopsie daisy.
At which point she stepped out of the water directly in front of me. You really need to cover yourself, please!
Oh, I'm sorry.
She flashed him on purpose. Absolutely, she did that on purpose. Oh, well, shit. Well, I've done a lot, but we're definitely at time for this episode. I'm gonna go back to where I can save, which I know is upstairs. So next time we're gonna go right there so that we can get, we can use the crowbar to... Ah! Tentacles! Why am I not getting free? I can't move. Did my controller die? No, it didn't. Can I please be let go? Thank you. Oh my god. Like, I was like doing everything. I was like, you guys could hear like the... Like, it just wasn't working. Okay. We're gonna save, and we're gonna call it good for this episode. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. We're learning a lot more about these characters, and I think that that is so fascinating. And, like, I do think that Kuon is an interesting character, and I know we're gonna get more from her and everything. I mean, like, yeah, I'm not denying they've gone into some creepy territory. And sadly, that's just a thing in Japan. They're just kind of okay with that stuff, which is really weird. But, you know, I mean, it could be a lot worse. All I'm saying is it could be a lot worse than a 24-year-old crushing on a 16-year-old. You know, like, it could be a lot worse than that. So, thanks again, everybody. And as always, if you enjoyed this as much as I did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe it if you're not already, ring that bell for all them notifications is, and until next time, have yourselves a beautiful day, my beautiful, beautiful viewers. Hey there, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you consider subscribing to my Patreon so I can keep making awesome videos like the one you just saw. The link will be in the description below, and as always, have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful day.